Hi all, Pankaj here. So in this video, we're going to talk about lookup filters in sales. Before we begin, keep one thing in mind, lookup filters could be designed either for master detail or lookup relationship. Now what is a lookup filter is, basically lookup filter decide to which parent should a child should be linked. Okay, since you are looking at this video, I'm assuming you know what is master detail relationship and lookup relationship. If you don't know, I will put the link and you could go back to that video and then come to this video. So now let's come to this video. So what I was saying, that lookup filters decide to which parent should a child be linked depending on certain conditions, and also it also decide whether the child should be linked to a parent at all. In that scenario, we just put the condition on the child object, and we will talk about this condition, like what are the conditions that we could put in the next slide. For now, hope you are clear with. In simple terms, you could remember this. Let's decide the suitable parent for the child to remember what actually is lookup filters. Okay, now let's move to the next slide and hover over this condition as well. Okay, so there are some important pointers. First is, lookup filters are created on child object on a relationship field. Relationship field is the field that you use to create the relationship between the parent and a child. Okay, on that field you create the lookup filter. Now let's talk about the conditions. The condition that we talked in the previous video, these conditions are placed on the parent objects field, child objects fields, and profile related fields, role related fields, and user related fields. Now when we put the condition on the child, let's imagine a scenario where we are just putting the condition on the child itself. In that case, we are just deciding whether the child should be linked to a parent at all or not. But now imagine a scenario where we just place the condition on the parent. In that scenario, we are deciding to which parent should a child be linked. The conditions could be combo of any of them. Okay, keep that in mind. We will look this in a while. Let's just look into the last point before we move to our org. The last point says you can check up lookup filters for a parent object. Okay, what is mean that suppose the parent has many child. Okay, in each child have lookup filters. Okay, you could check the list of all the lookup filters for that parent. For that, what you have to do is go to the object manager and then to the parent object, and then on the sidebar you will see a column named as related lookup filters. Just click on that and you will have a list of all the lookup filters on that parent. We will see that in our org. So now let's move to our org and see it live and how we design it and how it works. Okay, so let's move to our org. So we are here in our org. So let's say we create lookup filters on opportunities for a relationship between opportunities and account. Okay, for that let's go to the setup first. We know that opportunities and accounts have a lookup relationship. Okay, so let's create that one for that relationship. Okay, so go to the object manager and then we will go to our opportunity. Okay, opportunity, here is opportunity, and then we go to the relationship field between the account and opportunity. So this is the relationship field. Just click this one and then we just click edit. So we scroll down and then click this show filter settings, and there is the conditions that you put. Okay, here you put the conditions, okay, that we will see in a while, and these are whether you want to make this filter required or optional. Okay, that is one thing. And this is an error message, and suppose you have made it required and these conditions are not being followed, then you get this error message which you could create on your own. Okay, basically you could change the message that I made. And there is a lookup window text that we will look into in a while. Okay, like I will show you what it actually means, because if I try to explain you will not get it, because it works in classic, not in lightning. That is the problem with it. Okay, so let's create the conditions for that. For example, here you could see all the objects on which we could create condition. Like the opportunity, we could create the parent, basically the account, then the user, and profile and role. On this you could create condition. Let's say we create certain condition on opportunity itself. Let's say amount, make the amount greater than 100. Okay, amount should be greater than 100 to link the opportunity to a parent. So this condition decide it whether the child should be linked to a parent at all. If I save with this, it will just decide whether it should be linked with a parent at all or not. Now let's create some condition on the parent. Let's say parents' annual revenue should be greater than, let's say, 1000. Okay, now this will decide whether it should, like, to which parent should the opportunity be linked, basically the account. Okay, now you could try the conditions on these things as well on your own. If you face any problem, let me know in the comments, And I suggest you connect with me over a LinkedIn because I'm mostly active there. But if you are not on LinkedIn, you could drop me a mail that I will add in the description. Okay, so that's clear. One thing, let's go with these two conditions only. Now let's say we change the message here. Your lookup filter is not matching. Okay, just creating a random condition, just creating a random message. Your lookup is not matching the condition. Search the parent. Okay, I will show you what this lookup window text when we move to a classic. For now, let's just enter a message here. Search the parent. Okay, this is done, and don't forget to enable it. Okay, now we made it required, and with these two conditions we will save it. Now we have created our lookup filter with two conditions. The opportunity should have the amount greater than 100 and the account should have annual revenue greater than 1000. So now let's move to our say opportunities. Let's create a new one. Opportunity name is test op 1, and then let's put the amount be 100. Okay, for now let it be 100. We haven't linked with it with any parent yet. Okay, and then we will have what are the required field stage. Let's put it, and I think we are done with the required. So let's create a new account. Test lookup. Okay, and account number, let it be series and X. Okay, and we are done with this. Let's save it. Yeah, now we will, if we try to save, we will get error because amount should be greater than 100. Okay, and we haven't even filled that annual revenue account as well. Let's save it. Yeah, we will get error here. Okay, let's try it with 200. We will still get error because the annual revenue is still not, as you could see, the error message as well. We will get error even after putting it greater than 100 because the annual revenue is still less than 1000. For that matter, we didn't even fill that. Okay, let's save it. We'll get that error, and just let's go this issue on that. Let's create a new account. This time make it test 123. Okay, and then rating we don't need. Account number we could just give a random value so that we don't get validation error. And where is that annual revenue field? Yeah, let's put it greater than 1000. Okay, and then save it. It should be greater than 1000, not 1000. Just save it. So as you could see here, the amount is also greater than 100 and the annual revenue on the account is also greater than 1000. So it will save. Okay, if we try to save, it will not give any issue and it will work. Yeah, because it was fulfilling the lookup conditions. As you can see, amount is 200, which is greater than 100. If we go to say the account to which it is linked, so we will see here that go to the details, sorry, and the annual revenue is also greater than 1000. That's why it works. If it were not greater than 1000, it would not have linked the opportunity with this account. So that's all from the lookup filters is that simple. It's not that hard. Now let's talk about that window text. So how it is visible? Let's go to our classic. Let's switch to classic. Okay, switch to classic and you will see that window text as well. So we are here in our classic. Now let's look into that window text. Okay, where it comes. Let's say we open this opportunity. Okay, we created this one. We show you and edit it. Suppose we are searching for the parent to link. Okay, in that scenario you will see here that lookup text comes. Search the parent, and yeah, that was our lookup window text. So it comes when you are searching for the account to link, but in classic, not lightning. Keep that in mind. Okay, so that is what this point do. So we are clear with this every point. And also one thing where we could check the list of all the lookup filters for the parent. Okay, so for that we will go to the parent. In this case, the parent is account for the opportunity, and then here is that related lookup filters. We will go here, and this is the one that we created. Similarly, for every other relationship, that account will have other object, basically where it is a parent. So all that lookup filters will come here in a list manner. Okay, so that is what all from my side on the lookup filters. Hope you enjoy the video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.